Mr. Imaginary Cameraman, I don't know if I ever told you this, but a long time ago, I actually worked at the calendar factory. I did. I got fired, though. All I did was take a day off. I don't get it. Oh, hello everyone, Brian Richards here. I apologize. I was talking to my imaginary cameraman who's making that groaning face at me because I just said a dad joke. Yeah. Well, anyway, I know you didn't come here to hear dad jokes. No, you came here because you wanted to learn another really cool card trick that will make you look amazing. Maybe even get you booked on Penn and Teller Fool Us or something like that. Nonetheless, let's get into today's tutorial. Here we go. I'll show you the performance of the trick. Then we'll get into the explanation of the trick as well. So for this trick, I'm going to actually pull out a couple cards. We're going to use these as our marker cards. Now you're going to see this trick is going to probably look very similar to a trick we taught not too long ago, but it actually has a kicker ending. Just stick around, stick around. I'm going to have you just say stop whenever you want. It's totally up to you. Just say stop whenever you want. Right about there, okay? We're going to mark right where you stopped, and you can just say stop again. It's totally up to you. Totally up to you. Stop. Okay, I see you've been doing helium. Okay, that goes right there to mark where you stopped. Now here's what's interesting. You could have stopped anywhere. You could have stopped up here. You could have stopped a little further down here. You stopped right here, face up against that card, and you stopped a little further down here where, face up against that card. Now you notice we have two tens. Here's what's crazy. You actually happen to find the other two tens, four of a kind. What is the mathematical probability of that? But even crazier, what is the mathematical probability of finding the four tens amongst an entirely blank deck of cards? All these cards, my friends, they are completely blank. How crazy is that? You like that? I love that. It's got a kicker ending. So the trick I just showed you is basically Gemini twins, which I know I taught not too long ago. It's a great trick by Carl Foltz. However, I just kind of added a blank deck, and it makes kind of for a kicker ending. I think you would agree. If you don't have a blank deck, you can. I'll put a link below of where you can get blank decks. You can get them on Amazon. Just make sure you get like a blank deck that you normally would use, like bicycle playing cards. You can get them, yeah, I definitely want to get some blank cards. I highly recommend having them anyway. And I'm just going to show you quickly what the setup is. It's kind of basically this: you take out four of any kind. I'm using tens. And one of the red, let's say one of the red tens I'm going to put on the bottom, and one of the black tens I'm going to put on top. And then the other two I'm going to lose somewhere into the middle of the deck so that they're lost. That's basically your setup. Now you can put this into a box, have it in your pocket, and maybe have another matching deck of cards that you're doing card tricks with. And then when you're done, you act like you're going to put the deck cards away, and you go, you know what? Let me show you one more, and you come out with the other deck of cards. With this deck of cards, which is totally set, again, with a 10 on the bottom, 10 on the top, and then the two tens in the middle. And once you're done, you're ready to go. All you're going to do is you're going to pick it up and say, let's do one more trick. I'm going to remove two cards, and all you're going to do is you're going to go through. Make sure you hold it this way because you don't want them to see the blank cards just yet. So you're going to go through, you're going to pull out one of the tens. Now notice I put it face down. I don't put it face up. Why? Because then you'll see blank cards. So I'm going to put that one face down at first, and then I'm going to go through until I get to the other 10. I'm holding it this way, and I'm going to put that one face down as well. Now I can put these cards down for a moment, and now I can show what these cards are. I took out two tens, 10 of diamonds, and the 10 of spades. Now this is really important. Whatever card is at the bottom, in this case the 10 of hearts, you want to start with that one. If you want them to be a perfect match, they don't have to be like, in other words, the red finds the red and the black finds the black. You don't have to do that. But if you want like this red card to find the other red one, you want to make sure that's the one you use first. So whatever one is on the bottom, that should be the one that you use first. So I'm going to go one at a time. And here's what's interesting, in case you don't understand how this works. When I deal this first card, I'm basically setting up what will be for the next one. So when I deal that first card down, I'm already going to be like a step ahead. So I'm going one at a time, and I'm just inviting a volunteer to say stop. And then they can say stop anywhere. We'll just say they say stop right here. You take that red 10, You put it face up on top, and you put this packet on top, which is putting the other red 10 right on top of it. Now you're set up again to do this all over again. You're just going to go one at a time, inviting a volunteer to say stop. And if they say stop right here, they put their card face up there, and then you put the rest of the packet on top, and everything is completely done. You explained they could have put their card anywhere. They could have stopped anywhere. It was completely in their control. But they ended up stopping right here, face up against that one. And then they ended up stopping right here, down here, and that's face up against that card. And here's what's crazy. They could have stopped anywhere, but they happened to find the two other matching 10s, a perfect 4 of a kind. How amazing is that? But what's even more amazing is not only did they find the 4 of a kind, but they found the 4 of a kind amongst all blank cards. Is that crazy? Or or what? Isn't that great? I love that trick. And again, I'm sorry that you have to buy something extra special if you want to do this trick, but it's worth it. And in coming weeks, I'll also show you some other tricks that you can do with some blank cards. So definitely get yourself some blank decks of cards. I don't make any money selling that stuff, so you can find it at your local dealer, but I'll put a link below. Again, on Amazon, you can get them on Amazon. But this is a great trick. So if you enjoyed this trick, do hit like. Do subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. I'd love to hear from you too. Comment below. Let me know what you think of this trick. Do you feel like this takes Gemini Queens up to like a new level with the kicker ending like that? Just give it a try. I'd love to hear how it works out for you. So between now and then, go and be amazing. Seriously, go and be amazing. Seriously, all I did was take a day off. I don't understand why I was fired. I still to this day don't understand it.